What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Dooku Jedi Lost by Cavan Scott. So this is an audio-only Star Wars book, and it's also narrated by a full cast, and I have heard it said that this is kind of like a bridge between audio dramas and audiobooks, and I haven't listened to a whole bunch of audio dramas, so I can't really speak to that, but I will say that I thought this format was absolutely amazing, and it works so well with Star Wars. And like, I'm not always a huge fan of full cast books. It really depends on who the actors are. It really depends on how well it's produced, all that kind of stuff. This was absolutely outstanding, and Star Wars definitely needs to do more like this because it just worked so well. Being able to hear some of these voices that you'll recognize, being able to hear all of this music, the way that it all works together, it was just so unbelievably amazing. Now, with that being said, with it being audio only, this book is a little bit harder to obtain. I think as of right now, it's Amazon exclusive. You can find it on a couple of other different sites, but I know like I couldn't find it on iTunes. My library doesn't have it yet. I don't know when my library will get it. And audiobooks are a little bit expensive. I was fortunate enough in that I still had an Audible free trial, so that's how I listened to this book. But that's one thing that worries me a little bit because audiobooks are a little bit harder to obtain unless you're using a service like Audible or unless you're using like Libby or Overdrive to listen to them from your library. With that being said though, like I said, I do think that this audio format works so well for Star Wars because there are so many characters and there is so much going on, so it just makes for a very, very fun experience, and it allowed them to tell a story in a way that you couldn't do otherwise. Like maybe you could in a TV show, and you probably could in a regular book, but it just works so well as an audio drama. So Dooku Jedi Lost is about, obviously, Count Dooku, but we're starting off when he is 10 years old and getting his story all the way till when he leaves the Jedi Order. And the way that this is being framed is actually through Ventress, who is trying to find Dooku's sister for him. And Dooku had been in contact with his sister for quite some time, so she is going back through all of their missives back and forth to each other, trying to track her down, trying to figure out what she needs to know. She's also a new apprentice to Dooku, so like this is very early on in their relationship, and she's wanting to learn just a little bit more about him. And through that lens, we were able to get so many great glimpses into Ventress and her relationship with Dooku, but then also you get this full understanding of who Dooku is as a character. And there is so much to unpack in this book. I wish that I was able to have like a print version of it because I need to like highlight some of these sections. I need to like go back and like reread some things. I'm just gonna have to go back and like listen to the whole thing because there is a lot of stuff here that when you read it in tandem with Master and Apprentice, or like looking forward into the Rise of Skywalker, or even just looking at, you know, the Clone Wars era as a whole, there's so much here and it just blows my mind. It is so freaking good. And Cavan Scott, like, I am now on board to read anything that Cavan Scott wants to write. If he wants to write more stuff in this like Jedi Academy Hogwarts type of setting, like I am totally 100% here for it. I cannot recommend this book enough. This is getting an A+ from me, and if you are able to, you should definitely give it a listen because I really don't think this is one that you could miss. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.